everyone out there in the land of YouTube. It's Monday already. This is Annette Dion. I am the host and founder of the Psychic News Network. Checking out, see who's here. It is September 18th, 2023. I hope you had a great weekend. There's Warren wondering if I was coming on tonight. Sorry, I was a little bit late. It's been one of those timeless days. It was raining like crazy all day. So you never really could tell that the sun is up there. But anyway, I'm not complaining. I'm just reporting. Let me know how your weekend was. Let me know what you're up to this evening. I was noticing that my Church of Spirituality service from yesterday, usually a few people, make comments, and I went, that's odd. I only saw one comment on my YouTube from yesterday from Church of Spirituality. And lo and behold, I get a copyright claim. I get a copyright claim on Church of Spirituality. I get a copyright claim for, and I'm just going to rant about this for a second because it's unbelievable what they'll nail you for and what people don't get nailed for when it comes to things that get posted on social media. So if you're looking for Church of Spirituality from yesterday, I don't think you can access it, and here's why. I got a copyright claim on a hymn that was written in 1873. Yeah. It's public domain. Anyway, it really sets you off. It's a challenge. So I'm disputing it, but if you're looking for it, 1873! They're public domain. They were written in the late 1800s. It's so stupid that anyone would lay claim to something that was written back then. Anyway, I just had to vent about that. I mean, it's from what we see in the world today, what people are allowed to say and what people are allowed to do, and then you play a lovely hymn. So, oh, you can't do that. Maybe they should check their resources. I'm telling you. Yes. Seriously. Because I was wondering why, people hadn't said anything. Apparently it got taken down. I'm working on it. I still see it when I go to my YouTube channel, so maybe you can check. Okay, yeah, maybe, but if you click on it, make sure it plays, because it might be there, but it might not play. But just, if it's up, great. But just that they would call me out for something like that. Check your resources. Lots going on. I really, I feel strongly that we're in a time right now in America that the gift from the gods to us, you can't play it, but they can play 45s over and over. Anyway, I'll check. It was called, just back to my church service being cited for a copyright claim. It was, yeah, thank you. I know, it's really heartbreaking when they do that. I missed one of my Christmas services was taken down completely when I didn't know any better, and I played War Is Over, the Christmas song by John Lennon. So that was understandable because there is a copyright on that. But it's called It Is Well With My Soul. That's the name of the hymn, and it's a beautiful hymn. But when you pour your whole heart into something, it's like, come on, you guys, come on. Everything's AI now. Anyway, we're at a time in America where this is a gift from the gods. Thank you, Rita, for checking. But I'm glad that you can still play it. But I did get a copyright claim, so maybe they'll smarten up. It's a great hymn. So what's happening in America that is so clear, and this is my third attempt to tell you this, it's like a gift from the gods, is they're telling us, the Republicans are telling us, the people that are Trump's minions, all the people that have been indicted, all the MAGAs in our government are just pretty much laying it out there. They don't want democracy. They want authoritarianism. It can't be any clearer. They're not even hiding it. They really do believe that they can sell it. Thank you, Cheryl. That's very sweet. Is it still raining up there? I'm coming up to Maine eventually. They're making it very, very clear. Oh, that's your mom's favorite hymn. It's a beautiful hymn. It is well with my soul. So, are you guys with me on that? That they're making it very clear that they're attempting to remove democracy. They're actually getting people, this is their hope, to get enough people to be disillusioned by democracy. Cheryl said, yes, just today it's raining. Damon understands what I'm saying. They're working on discrediting democracy. They're working on making democracy look like it's corrupt. They're working on telling people that they cannot trust elections. They're telling people that elections aren't safe and you have to have all these different IDs. They're actually they've been doing this for over 2 years now, have been telling people that you can't trust the counting of the votes, that the problem is the ballots, as Trump kept on saying in 2020. They are working as hard as they possibly can, and I mean it's 24/7. It does not end. They're working as hard as they can to get the uninformed, the underinformed, the uneducated, and the angry and the gullible people to go, you're right, democracy is terrible, we don't want democracy. That's what they are doing. The reason, Kimberly is saying you don't understand, you can't figure out why Trump wants to run this country, he hates it so much, it's the way he talks about it is awful, but only he can fix it, remember that? Only I can fix it. The only reason that he wants to be in the White House is so that he can feel like a winner and then he can get revenge and retribution. Right? Are you with me? Can I get a witness? We're on a full-on, they are not disguising it, full-on attack on democracy. We really need to educate the American people. We are in quite a crisis. The fortunate thing is a foreign power could not have done the damage Trump did so easily. They were. So Glenna, it's Putin. It's coming from there. Anyway, they couldn't make it more clear what they're doing, and we have to educate people. He wants more money. Trump always wants more money. But what he really, really wants to do, what Trump really, really wants to do, I could see if he wasn't just saying it right and plain, saying it right in front of you. Thank you, Christina. Yeah. Yes, that is what they're doing. He wants to take away the Constitution. The problem with voting is the ballots. Stop counting the ballots. That's what they were saying. Remember when he came out? It makes me shudder to think about when he came out on election night and said, I won! I won! Russia and Trump did a number on us. Yeah, definitely true. As it gets closer to next year, as it gets closer to election day next year, first of all, let's just project, because what can it hurt? Yeah, thank you, Diane. Yeah, I'm going to keep singing the tune of they want autocracy. So as the year goes by and as we go into 2024, they're going to amp it up. They're going to amp it up. Keep posting it, Darren. keep posting it, keep sharing, keep talking to people. I think we need to have an out and out education for all the American people. This is what fascism is. And show clips and videos, black and white, from history of showing us what fascism is. This is what authoritarians are. This is what they do. Joanna, it's never too late. Democracy is dead in Texas, she's saying. You could say democracy is dead in Tennessee. You could say democracy is dead in Florida. I urge you to not say that, because words have power. People are waking up to what fascism is. People are waking up to what authoritarianism is. People are waking up to what dictatorships are. They're wagging the dog. That's one way to put it. People are waking up. That's where we need to be having our heads at. That's where we need to focus our intention. You come to 20 on Tuesdays. We visualize a healed America. Warren is mentioning there are 17 states where election deniers are in power. We need to get in there. We need to weasel our way in there. We need to make people aware. Because I can see, if no matter what it is, I can see an educated decision being made, an educated choice, right? But when you have a huge segment of the American population that don't know what it is to kill off democracy, once democracies are killed off, it's very hard to get them back. I mean, killed off in a manner of like finished democracy, gone. Yeah, so it is show and tell, and we are waking up. And I do not believe that we're going to lose our democracy. We have to fight off, like my video on the rocks. My video on the rocks did go up without any copyright claims. But what I mentioned yesterday, it was beautiful out there yesterday. What I mentioned yesterday was what the media is doing, and also what the Republicans in Texas are doing. For example, what the Republicans in Texas are doing is they're applauding crime. They're rewarding crime. Yay, Ken Paxton, you stole from all of us. You did. I don't even know what the crimes were exactly, but he's been criming since 2013 or before. You have to get educated and involved and mad as hell. Yeah. So I'm telling you this, and I'm going to compare it to what's going on, what's happening with AI right now. I'm telling you that it's just kind of like dropping little stones in a pond, right? Little bit here, little bit there, little bit here, little bit there. Let's go ahead and just say what Ken Paxton did, that's fine, right? So some of you not paying attention to the news. Oh, I guess he wasn't guilty. Oh, I guess all those crimes weren't as bad as I thought. He threw millions of votes out from Democratic voters. And I'll look up all the crimes that Ken Paxton committed. They had the receipts. It was clear that he was guilty as guilty could be. And then we see pictures of him with this big smile on his face. Oh, happy day. I can be a criminal and everyone can applaud me, and I know I'll get my rich buddies to go ahead and prosecute and harass and dox the people that have the audacity to call me out for committing crimes that hurt people. He does still need to deal with the feds. That's true, Warren, and that brings to mind that I didn't see Paxton off the hook when I read on it a few months ago. So what's happening, one of the little stones that is being dropped in the pedal, hoping for a ripple effect, is, oh, the people that are criming, the criminals are the good people. That's what they're doing. They're setting the American people up to have for this drip, drip, drip. Oh, crimes aren't that bad. Oh, it's okay if you commit crimes against the United States. Oh, we don't, oh, that amendment, oh, that's a weak amendment. What did Trump call Amendment 14, Section 3? What did Trump call it? Oh, it's a Democratic trick. Didn't you hear it's a Democratic trick? Oh, Trump wants to get rid of the United States Constitution? Well, I guess we don't really need it. It's kind of old. We need to educate the American people. And I know I'm ranting, but I am really pissed off. So, let's dive in, shall we? The media, like I mentioned yesterday in my pre-recorded video that I uploaded, Kristen Welker, all the people that were wined and dined by the Trump's minions, they were wined and dined. Yeah, like it's Chinese water torture, drip, 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 but people don't know they're being tortured. Wined and dined, the media was wined and dined. Okay, so I kind of noticed, well, gee, mainstream media seems to be going on a little bit of a fascist slant. It's subtle. When they start talking about Joe Biden's age, there it is. There's the tan suit. When they start taking somebody who was never even in the government, that happens to be the son of our president, who had massive addiction problems, massive PTSD, massive trauma in his life, and he committed a menial crime. He lied on a gun application, said he wasn't under the influence of drugs. Maybe he wasn't at that moment. Maybe he just thought, well, I didn't get high today. So. And how easy is it to get a gun in all these states? How easy is it? And they fought for that. These Republicans fought for that. And then they're trying to impeach Joe Biden. What did he do? Nobody knows. Nobody has anything on Joe Biden. Because Joe Biden is actually a guy who strives to do the right thing. I'm sure he's not perfect. Name me one person who is. And this is what happens in authoritarian regimes. They are pounding away at our democracy. And they want to tie it all to Joe. It is desperation, but we don't want to get ourselves, somebody said it smells like desperation. It is desperation. We don't want to get ourselves into a position that we're desperately uninformed about what's going on. My technology is changing up all the time. I'll just mention this. I went to click onto a Midas Touch article because they have a website. I kept getting kicked off. I kept getting notices that said this website is suspicious. 45 he is showing signs of dementia. We'll get into that. I talked about that yesterday a little bit. The other thing that I'm seeing that's creeping in, and this is a good sort of an example of how it just creeps in. Over the past week, I've had 3 different examples where people dropped in, we found you through AI. Oh, we can do this through AI. Oh yeah, AI did a search and they found you, meaning me on my channel. AI, it's just creeping in. And this is what's happening to our psyche now, is things are just kind of creeping in. And if you're not paying attention, if you're too busy, if our minds are too full of stuff, we will miss it. And before you know it, like those auto punctuations and those auto spells and that predictive writing that still drives me freaking crazy when I'm writing an email and they write my sentence for me that I wasn't even going to say. Where's the moon today? I do believe it might be in Scorpio. He admitted the crimes on international news, Trump did. I unsubscribed from the New York Times. Watch the headlines. You'll see it. It's nefarious. It's sneaky. It creeps in. Lo and behold, the moon is in Scorpio. I'm sorry. I have Scorpio rising. I have Venus in Scorpio. I have a lot of Scorpio. Any Scorpios out there you can relate? Yeah, unbelievable. Anyway, a couple people are mentioning that Trump said in that heinous interview with Kristen Welker, and you all know that they got wined and dined by the Trump people, right? They got wined and dined by the Trump people. Lois is a Scorpio. You with me? So mad. So mad. Anyway. Yeah. The media was wined and dined by the Trump people. Bond gets it, right? She's got some Scorpio. Okay, Warren has Mars and Scorpio. That makes you a good lawyer. Yeah, Scorpio moon, you get it. Yep. I'm just ranting away and then I'm like, the moon has got to be in some intense sign. Better check your blood pressure. I have low blood pressure. No worries there. Okay. Three cards about the press. Oh yeah, Jack Smith. I'm sure Jack Smith saw that interview. See, the thing is, Trump, and I just keep remembering that I did read on, is Trump being so brazen because he has an ace in his pocket, or is he just stupid? Remember that? I was out at the dock when I did that video. So I was asking the question, does he have an ace in his pocket, like, you know, a way to hold the country hostage, or is he just stupid? And then I pulled the Fool card. So I really do think he's that dumb, and honestly, I mean, I've been just ranting about the mainstream news. For example, I'll pull cards in a second, I promise. For example, this morning, I'm going to give you an example, because I give MSNBC a fair shot. So they're talking about Joe Biden's age on Morning Joe, MSNBC. Of course, they're talking about Joe Biden's age. They're not talking about the fact that he's got brilliant genius people all around him. He's got the best of the best around him. They're doing amazing work. They don't talk about that. They just talk about his age. Because they got nothing. And so then, I don't know, they turned to somebody, an expert on then their little panel there, and what does he come out with? Oh, but Trump's really good at he's a genius at playing the system or something. They said, he said something to the effect of there's Trump is very clever. That's what he said. He said oh, but Trump is very clever. Shut up! Don't treat him like he's normal. He's an angry, vindictive, violent, murderous fascist seeking revenge and seeking to take over this country with authoritarianism. You're not mad, you're not paying attention. Okay. Sorry. 23 minutes in, and I haven't picked up one card. 45 is a criminal. He's a dangerous criminal. You saw a Trump-Putin campaign sign today? That's what they're trying to normalize. That's exactly what they're attempting to normalize. Remember, Trump was Mussolini in a prior life, according to a certain psychic. Yes, that's true. That's true. It's going to... Enough with the kumbaya, get woke. Wait a minute. You need a bell. Enough with the kumbaya, let's get woke. I like it. I like it, Lois. His lawyer should be disbarred for allowing him to keep talking. Well, Judge Chutkin, and Jack Smith requested a gag order. Psychopathic, narcissistic, dangerous, authoritarian. Yes, that's very true. And fascist. Cleverly nefarious. I'm telling you. Trump is clever. Shut the hell up, and MSNBC. I love you guys, but come on. 3 cards on the media. There's no need for that. All they should really be saying on the media is, wow, Trump, he's a really dangerous man. Honestly, think about it. That's what they should be saying on the mainstream media. Trump, he's a dangerous man, right? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with only talking about how dangerous he is? Don't they care about this country? Thank you, Gloria. Americans are not stupid. I tend to agree. I just need to get it out of my system. That's all. And earlier on MSNBC, I was watching Ari Melber for a little bit. They showed he is very dangerous. Trump is very dangerous. On MSNBC, a little while back, I mentioned I was on Denise at Spiritual Growth. No. Tarot? Yeah, that's what she calls it. Denise and Lisa's channel one day for a show. We did a collab. And they were talking about Nauda, Walt Nauda. And I was saying, and I referenced that movie, A Few Good Men. And Nauda, to me, seemed like the challenged, the man in that movie, the young man who committed a violent crime. And because he went along with what he was told to do, and then he realized at the end that it was wrong. So Walt Nauda reminds me of that character in the movie A Few Good Men. And then Ari Melber today, earlier, showed a clip from A Few Good Men when Jack Nicholson, who was playing the higher up guy in the military, Jack Nicholson just blurted it out that he called for a code red, which was to kill a man that I think was gay. I need to watch that movie again. Mussolini's signature matches Trump's. Interesting. So anyway, so Ari was showing a clip from the movie where Jack Nicholson's character just kind of got really flustered and blew up and went, "Yes, I called the code red!" And that's what Trump did during that interview that I was like complaining so heavily about with Kristen Welker, where Trump just came out and said, "Yes, I called that the election was rigged." The media. Three Pentacles. Oh. Okay, what we're seeing right now, this kind of is similar to what I was reading. The media right now is seeing how it goes. He confessed to his crime. Yeah. You can't handle the truth, I know. Honestly. This is what I picked up yesterday. Kaboom. Down goes the gavel. That the media is trying this on for size. He had options. He chose wrong. People are saying that they checked Mussolini's signature and Trump's is the same. Now, if you want to do a deeper dive, go and look at, I found it on Curiosity Stream, on that app. Find video of Mussolini. I know, Charles saying not one network lifts up Trump. I mean, lifts up Biden. They lift up Trump. Go and find video of Mussolini, because there is, you know, it was the 1930s, it was black and white. But if you see video of Mussolini, you will not believe the similarities. Betty's being an optimist. Yeah, I like that, and I agree with you too. This isn't going to fly anymore. Things are changing and moving faster than before. Yeah, and as long as we're keeping up. It looks... Isn't it? Rose Blue agrees with me. Video of Mussolini and video of Trump. And I've shown you before. I'll pull it up for next time. The picture of Mussolini that you could mistake it for Trump. The media. The media is working on building up this build-up of the right-wing extremists and building up Trump by ignoring that he tried to take down our country violently and almost succeeded. they're going to keep doing it and keep doing it. And it's just a matter of time before it doesn't work anymore. This is about the media. Yeah. The media is owned. If you doubt it, next time you watch the news, like MSNBC, 5 minutes of news, 8 minutes of commercials, all about what's wrong with you and what drugs you need to take. Pretty much, almost all of them. Back to the news, maybe 8 minutes of news. Back to the ads for drugs that you don't need. Anyway, it used to be illegal to advertise drugs. By the way, it's going to be, the media is weighing it out. They're giving it a test run. They're seeing how it goes if they highlight Trump. Well, how did it go for CNN when they had that heinous town hall with Caitlin Collins the day, might have been the day of or the day after he was found guilty of sexual assault in the E. Jean Carroll case, and he came out and he blah 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 on that town hall, and Chris Licht got fired. Yes, Betty's on an optimism kick. I love it. Smartmatic going to take down Fox News and that'll make the others straighten up. Faux news. But the other networks, just like CNN did, they're testing it out. It's all about, are people going to watch? Are people going to watch if we feature Trump? Are people going to watch? So I want everybody to be aware that if you're watching it, you're contributing to their higher ratings. You wish Jessica on Fox would interview Trump. Yeah, she's good. They have her in there so the lawsuits won't be as big. This is that we have to, they're just trying it out to see if it works, the mainstream media. They're trying to see if Trump sells. Now, if you're like me, you dive for the TV or whatever you're watching the news on, you dive for it and shut it off or mute it as soon as you can, as soon as Trump's ugliness comes on. Joanne D. listens to classical music instead of news. Did you know that classical music is a really high vibrational kind of music? Depends on what kind, but... Okay. If you have Trumpsters around you, just if you want to engage, show them what fascism is. Betty writes first and then she shuts it off. I do. I write a lot of emails to MSNBC. And I gave them praise at MSNBC when they actually, one morning, they talked positively about President Biden. Cats love classical music. I love classical music. Okay. Write to these mainstream media channels, but do not watch Trump interviews. What is the point? I've had so many other people tell me that they can't stomach it. All these, you all shut off your TVs and cable. That's funny. Okay. CM is saying those pointed letters in Trump's signature and Mussolini's signature are like knives. Buy a car, take a pill, buy a car. Okay. Jim Avila, retired ABC White House correspondent, talks about this that I'm talking about, very critical of the media. Good, good. Thank you, Gloria, you're so sweet. Yeah, I've heard from so many people, it's almost unanimous. People are turning it off when Trump comes on. I mean, enough is enough. Okay, so, Warren, are you asking me a when question? Pat says they bought extra batteries for the remote for extra muting on Trump. Thank you, Janet, for putting my information up. Let's just pull 3 cards. We're just going to quickly pull 3 cards on the status of Trump. Oh, wow. CM is saying that per graph analysis. Let's get that. Let's get that information. Graph analysis analyzes signatures. People's signatures. And Yeah. Those sharp things indicate kind of a violent nature. Trump definitely has a violent nature. He's made it very clear. Please hit the thumbs up. Where Trump is at right now. Well, here we have the Hermit. Trump is the Hermit. Well, we can stop talking about 45, Warren, when he's no longer a danger to us. Then we can stop talking about him. Do you really want me to stop talking about him? I'm not showing videos of him. He threw the ketchup against the wall. He wanted Mike Pence hung in the gallows. What if the mainstream news was like every day said Trump wanted Mike Pence to be assassinated? CM took grapho analysis in the 80s, and that's how CM knew that. Make it public. Make it more public. So Trump is isolated. Trump is really thinking about how he can start up. Wow, he's really wanting to rev up this fake news engine. They almost assassinated Pence. Trump almost got Pence assassinated. We gotta tell it like it is. I'm just remembering that in a recent conversation, I noticed people at one of our meetings talking about making our voting safe, and I went, whoa! Our elections have always been free and fair. It creeps in, everyone. So the Page of Wands, I feel like what I'm seeing right now, Trump is very isolated. People are abandoning him. Trump is very, very, very emotional. I do pick up that the early onset of dementia is happening. His hair is scary. His hair is different, isn't it? He wanted Pence hung. That's what we're talking about. He has a signature of a murderer. He would have been killed. Pence would have been killed. If the angels didn't sweep in and intervene. Okay, Trump is over the top emotional. I do see he's struggling with his mental cognitive function, shall we say? Who sent his family to the hills? And Trump's plan right now is to, it's like he's stoking the fire. Trump has a plan to stoke the fire for how he's going to keep getting this fake information out. That's what he's invested in right now. You just heard that his ad before Walt is talking like crazy to Jack Smith. His ad? I'm a little confused. Anyway, is Trump using Ozempic? I don't really care. I mean, is there a reason you're asking that question? Is that the weight loss drug? I mean, I'm just wondering if you're asking that question because of side effects or what? Like, does he look super thin? Does he look like he's 215 pounds? Is that why you're asking me? Guess what? Doesn't take a psychic to tell you that Trump is, no, he's not 215 pounds. I'll read what Glenn just put up there. Chaos causes fear. Fearful people want relief. Autocrats promise order, security, and national pride with a wink wink. Media and big money want compliant workers and consumers, makes for national socialism. And then they go, oh, the Democrats are socialists. Projection is the name of the game. Let's pull 3 cards on the DOJ. The Jack Smith, the Merrick Garland DOJ. I don't get that Trump is on Ozempic. I kind of get that he's It's not Ozempic. I get that he's been on weight loss products like pills, but I'm not picking that up. Jack Smith, the DOJ, what's the energy around them right now? I wonder if I sing it as well with my soul, if they'll give me a copyright claim. If you're just joining us, I was really mad. That's probably why I just totally ranted. Because at Church of Spirituality, I played a hymn that was written in 1873, and they sent me a copyright claim. Trump doesn't weigh 215 pounds, he weighs 216 pounds. I'm so glad we're together. Glenn says unicorns fart rainbows, don't they? Oh my goodness. I'm glad we meet 3 times a week live because it's a tension, release. Jack Smith and the DOJ. The star indicates that the United States is strong. Stands strong. What's Rose? Rose said I'm a fairy on a unicorn that farts with a rainbow. Gotta have a sense of humor. You gotta have a sense of humor. Don't lose your sense of humor. It's really important. Oh, and Janet's letting you know if you join Grassroots of Democracy, you get a tote bag. I'm about to get on a soapbox about getting people to join Grassroots of Democracy. I don't know what people are afraid of, and I appreciate everybody who comes. The DOJ, 8 of Wands. Yeah, we'll see more. Gosh, we're just going to see more and more subpoenas. When does it end? That's a question. Page of Cups. Jeffrey Clark, I think, is in hot water. He's trying to get his case moved. Wow, you guys are really getting into the Trump medical situation. I'm just going to read it. Trump's been on Adderall for over 20 years. That's why he has to wear a diaper, as it gives you the runs. This is for people who worked with him. Jack Smith. The United States, the DOJ is standing really strong. 8 of Wands indicates some fast-moving action, and it feels like, I don't know, I'm getting Jeffrey Clark. I don't think he's going to get, Jeffrey Clark wants to get his case moved to federal court. They have the shysters, I'm telling you. Is that going to work? Is Jeffrey Clark going to get his Georgia case moved to federal court? Is that going to work for him? No, it didn't work for Mark Meadows, and it's not going to work for Jeffrey Clark. I really don't get that. No wonder people say he smells rancid. People say Trump smells rancid? I did not know that. You guys agree with me? Jeffrey Clark is not going to get his case moved to federal court? I gotta know. I gotta know on that. I'm going to read on Jared Kushner. Because the more they go after Hunter Biden, the more infuriating it is. Oh, Hunter Biden wrote on his gun application of a gun he never used and only owned for 11 days that he wasn't a drug user. That's terrible. That's terrible. But what about Jared Kushner? Taking $2 billion from the Saudis. Oh, that's no big deal. Oh, he did get denied? Oh, okay. Jeffrey Clark got denied. Yeah, I didn't know that. I just read on it and I got no. Noel Kassler has a podcast and worked with Trump on The Apprentice, and they said he smelled bad. Oh my gosh, it just gets worse. Did I see Hunter is suing the IRS for... Well, here's the thing too. That's $2 billion among friends. Frenemies. Here's the thing too. It wasn't that Hunter didn't pay his taxes. Hello. Donald Trump, billionaire, paid $750 in taxes his whole career. I know you are, but what am I? Hunter suing the IRS for breaching his privacy. Will he win? Oh, for releasing his private information to the public. Will Hunter Biden win that? Yes, he will. He will. Glenn, like fast food BO and arrogant stink. 45 still hasn't paid his taxes that he owes. But let's go after Hunter Biden for not paying his taxes on time. He was probably on drugs and out of it and didn't file his taxes for a couple of years. And then when the bill came due, he paid the penalties and he paid the late fees and he paid his taxes. So what is the crime? Remember, Vladimir Putin was telling the Russian people to this day that there are Nazis in Ukraine and we have to go get them to save the Ukrainian people. And Zelensky is Jewish. Part Jewish. I think he's half Jewish. Does that sound right? All right, Jared Kushner. Sorry. I'm going to read a form tonight. All right. We had a beautiful day yesterday, which you can see on my video from yesterday. And then today we had rain all day. And the next 4 days it's going to be beautiful. And I heard, totally switching topics, I heard that we may be able to see the Northern Lights this week. Jared Kushner. Oh, yeah. Jared Kushner. Money from the Saudis. Look at that agreement. Money from the Saudis. 8 of Cups. Plenty of evidence that he took money for nefarious. I feel like to keep nefarious things the Saudis were doing quiet. Oh yeah, he took money and then some. This is the 2 of Cups. 2 billion, 8 of Cups. It's not 8 billion, but it's more than 2 billion. Oh, Hunter was in rehab. That's why he didn't file his taxes. Unbelievable. Both of Zelensky's parents are Jewish, so he is Jewish. He's all Jewish. But he's a Nazi? Yeah, and Vladimir Putin, that's what he put on the Russian people. We gotta do this? Because he's a Nazi. So if you think, yeah, that was a Khashoggi murder, that, yeah, I think Jared Kushner got the 2 billion for that and more. Anyway. Yeah. If Putin can convince the Russian people that they had to get involved in attacking a sovereign, innocent country who hadn't done a thing, if Putin could convince the Russian people, not that he convinced them all, but he got away with justifying it by saying that, and then he didn't get any pushback because he would incarcerate, or worse, the people that said, well, that's not right. That's not what's happening. If Vladimir Putin, or whoever's posing as Vladimir Putin, is saying that to the Russian people, and has been saying that for some time now, and many of them believe it, not all of them, but many of them believe it, then there's no limit to what you can tell people, and enough people can believe it. So as far as Jared Kushner, he didn't just take 2 billion. He took more than 2 billion. And I told you before, for entertainment purposes only, I felt he knew that the Saudi prince wanted to off Khashoggi in the most horrific manner imaginable. I can't even think about it. And I always had the sense that Jared, when he just turned his head as if he just would just let it happen and try not to think about it. It's my psychic opinion. The Ace of Cups. Well, what I see for Jared Kushner is the Ace of Cups, meaning it's going to be out in plain view what he did. It's going to be out in plain view what he did. Marshmallow McCarthy is not meeting Zelensky. Can you tell me if you know, Warren, or anyone who did an interview with Zelensky, what network that was on? I can probably find it on YouTube. Jared was all in on the Khashoggi death because Jared wanted the money. Because with these people, it's all about the money and nothing else. But I feel like it's gonna be all plainly in view. This is what Jared Kushner did. So what I'm gonna look at, the world card was flipped over here. He brokered a deal for F-16s and F-25s. Yeah, unbelievable. Hunter is nothing but a distraction. It's a very poor distraction. Yeah. And what Thomas is saying, Hunter is nothing but a distraction. Anything the fascist Republicans throw against the wall to see if it sticks is a distraction. I just want to say, what's mirrored there is the media. The media is seeing, mainstream media is testing the waters to see how it's going to fly. If they lie, and they lie, and they lie. Remember the horrible boiling frog analogy. They're seeing what sticks. As far as Jared Kushner, he's responsible for international crimes, as is Elon Musk. And you know what? I haven't read on Elon very recently. Speaking of Ukraine and Russia and Elon. Hunter is a private citizen. The Republicans want to embarrass Biden. Yeah. Actually, before we read on slimy Elon, let's read on, let's see, something somebody mentioned. Zelensky was on 60 Minutes. Thank you. I'm going to look that up. Jared's business address is 666 Fifth Avenue. Pay attention to the signs of evil. All right, let's see. Let's read. Oh, Cheryl's coming to Massachusetts tomorrow. Where is he? You don't have to tell me, but on the coast or inland? Warren says he thinks Kushner owns 666 Fifth Avenue. I think he does too. I think you're right about that. Where should I go first? Groveland. That's a little bit wet. Everything's west of where I am. I want to take a moment of gratitude that we didn't get the hurricane. So grateful. Please hit the thumbs up. I'm going to read on, Warren, you keep on asking me that about the UAW and the writer's strike, and I feel like you're asking me when it's going to end. Because I don't know really what you want me to read on about that. So you got to ask me a question. Yes, they are striking. The United Auto Workers are striking. Yes, it's a really, really, really good thing. Yeah, Groveland's not that far, Cheryl. The writer's strike, I felt negotiations happening around now. I did say September. I tend to call things slightly early. One of the things I called early was I thought the war in Ukraine would end in January of this year, and I really think Elon screwed that up. Yeah. Yes, the United Auto Workers will come to terms with the big three. Who's the big three? I haven't looked into that much. When unions come back in the United States, the people truly will have the power. I have 5 topics on my head to read on. Yes, they will come together. Because what will happen is if the major car companies don't negotiate and work with the union, it's going to be bad for them it's going to be bad for them in our democracy. People would stop buying their cars. I know it might sound crazy, but they're greedy and they want everything. That was the 8 o'clock bell, which is to remind me that I need to do my commercial. It's City Hall. It's right behind me. All right, real quick, before we dive in and read on Elon and read on some other things. Kevin Marshmallow Jellyfish, hostage of the House McCarthy. If you would like to book a psychic reading, please do. PsychicAnnetteDion.com. Where's the bottle drops? It's not a very busy day on Main Street. Biden is having Elon looked at. Okay, on to my commercial. PsychicAnnetteDion.com. If you'd like to learn how to develop your psychic skills, please take our class. Seriously, are you psychic? I don't think I have my flyer next to me. I did. Oh wait, hang on. I have to grab it. If you'd like to develop your psychic skills, Monday night is always slow and the restaurants on Main Street are pretty much closed on Mondays. If you want to develop your psychic skills, and why wouldn't you? You have a sixth sense. Why don't you want to use it? It gives you power. This starts this coming Saturday, which is the fall equinox, and the... Oh, I gotta address that. The fall equinox and the sun goes into Libra that day, and it's a great day to start to develop your psychic skills because psychic season is upon us. Get ready for psychic season. To join Grassroots Democracy, because we need to be all in on saving democracy. I hope I made my points today. Grassrootsofdemocracy.com. We have a 20 on Tuesdays guided meditation for a healed America. That's tomorrow, every Tuesday. And also, Church of Spirituality. People in the chat are saying you can still watch yesterday's really great service. Please check it out. Sing along to it as well with my soul. You know how many times I played that in the Methodist Church. It's a great hymn. Church of Spirituality every single Sunday at 1, live streamed, and you can always watch it afterwards. If you become a member of my channel, it's like a subscription. I almost said a prescription. You'll receive a daily affirmation Monday through Friday in your inbox every morning. It will change your life. It's a really good thing. And don't I have another class coming up too? October 11th, Tarot in 2 hours at the Castle. Live streaming. You can go to hammondcastle.org. HAMMOND.org. And you can also go to my website to purchase a ticket to be present at the live stream. You will learn how to read the tarot in 2 hours flat. And then some. That's all I can think of for now. Alright. Thank you for listening. Cheryl had no internet. Yeah, you guys lost power. You guys, I'm sorry. I sent it out to sea as far as I could, but it was just like, it just edged back in. Pray for Nova Scotia. I knew they were going to get a little bit hammered. Elon. Thank you, Rita. Alright, Elon Musk. I'm just going to read about what's going on with him. I always get this feeling. Yeah, 666 is the mark of the devil. That's where you got that. I know. Yes. Oh, you're telling Sheila. Thank you, Ann, for complimenting our Church of Spirituality. Somebody mentioned earlier, I didn't scroll to see it, that Obama made some kind of a comment or statement about he bailed out GM. The government bailed out GM. Let's remember 2008. What I'm seeing for Elon, he's missed many opportunities to do the right thing. Oh yeah. Elon Musk was up to some nefarious no good. Oh, Twitter's done. I'm so stunned that people are still on Twitter. And you notice X, that hasn't really, it looks, the Twitter X, the X looks too much like Xfinity now. All right, let's not get into a Bible argument, Sheila. Let's not go there. Elon, oh yeah, Elon was really up to no good, but the United States, symbolized by the star here, is on to his nefariousness. GM paid the government back, but the government did bail out. Yeah, I'm just saying, the government bailed them out when they needed it. I wasn't talking about whether, you know, when they paid them back. Oh yeah. Elon is going to start charging people to be on Twitter. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Hey Annette, the other Annette. Yeah, Elon's it's very clear. Elon is very much under somebody's surveillance for his absolutely heinous crimes, international crimes. Okay, I am aware that on Monday nights, Midas Touch has a show that starts at 8 Eastern Time. So if you guys want to go watch Midas Touch, I understand. So I won't go too terribly much longer, but I do want to read, just so you can go watch it. Tesla stock is down 65%. I've always seen Elon Musk's Tesla going, really falling by the wayside when it comes to EVs. Gloria wants me to read on Bobert. Yuck. What do I want to read about her? Well, Wildflower Wind is staying in person or in the Zoom. What's your question, Marby? How's Kevin Marshmallow Jellyfish Hostage of the House McCarthy doing today? Oh, cards. Oh yeah. Oh, Kevin McCarthy. He's not in a happy place. This is. Oh, Grassroots is on Zoom. Yeah, I didn't know what you were asking. Grassroots is on Zoom. All you have to do is put your email address in at grassrootsofdemocracy.com. You'll get notes, too. Even if you don't come to the meetings sometimes. Okay. So, this is Kevin Marshmallow McCarthy. Remember, the Ten of Swords is like pain coming from every angle. Rita wants to know if Republicans will put someone in to replace Boebert in the next election. Adam Frisch. What obscene act will Hobart do next? Hobart? Oh, don't confuse me. Check your typos or I'll get all confused. Thank you, Maria. Oh, you can donate, by the way, too. I always forget to tell you. Kevin Marshmallow McCarthy. Yeah, the Judgment card is here. The Wheel of his fortune's about to change. And Kevin McCarthy is so uncomfortable right now. I would not want to be him. But I don't think I could. I don't think it's possible for me to be like Kevin McCarthy. So, no worries there. Yeah, it doesn't look good. He's got the Judgment card. The Wheel of Fortune is turning not in his favor. You know, because it's coupled by the Ten of Swords here, which is pain from all directions. Oh, Rita says, yeah, she'll get primary out. I agree with you, Rita. I do agree with that. Hobart. Okay. I get it. I was a little slow on the uptake there. Oh me, oh my. How do we do it? I'm going to pull 3 cards on how the Democrats are going to fare in these crazy hearings. I do get the Hunter is going to be let off the hook And even, speaking of the media, like I'm on a media rant tonight. If they are talking on mainstream media news about Hunter Biden's trials as if it's legit, that's a problem. That is a problem. That's a definite problem. I'm going to pull 3 cards about how the Democrats are going to fare in these clown sham hearings. How the Democrats are going to do in the clown sham hearings. I want everybody to send them lots of light and fight. Fighting power. What the Republicans are going to continue to do is this is their tactic. This is their approach. Hunter Biden got caught up in political theater, that's for sure. How the Democrats will do, they will be strong as the Republicans or the fascists, the Putin Republicans, I just want it to sink in. They will continue to badger away, lying. I mean, what I see from the Putin Republicans, the PRs, yeah, the DOJ does need to start indicting them. I absolutely agree. They're just gonna sit there and they're gonna lie. That's their approach. Just keep snowing them with lies as if the Democrats would believe them. But that's their only tactic. That's their only tactic. If not for Hunter, they would have nada. Kimberly, point. They have nada. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. If not for Hunter, they would have nada. They have Hunter and they have nada, right? I'm just getting you to understand what I was saying about it slips in. For the mainstream media to even be talking about Hunter Biden as if it's a thing, right, Kimberly? To talk about it as if it's a thing is fake news. I mean, I understand that the Republicans have made it a thing, but to talk about it as if it's an actual hearing, right? It's political theater. So they're just going to keep the Republicans, the Putin's Republicans are going to keep pounding away, and all they have, their only tactic is lie. And it's propaganda. Straight out of the Russian playbook. Straight out of the Putin playbook. Media is not smart. Oh, those people are smarter. They're just being controlled by corporate. You read the KGB playbook online in English? Really? When Trump got in? Oh, wow. Yeah, it is scary. Cora Smith is recommending or mentioning reading the KGB playbook online. I'm going to check that out. It's very scary. It's very insidious. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be okay. The reason it's going to be okay, the reason we're going to be okay is because we are going to be all in and all involved. Oh, Nancy Pelosi slimed Trump after that crazy interview? Slammed Trump? You said slimed. I like slimed. What's coming up this week? Coming up this week? We have the 21st is the International Day of Peace. I like that. It's right there on my calendar. We are far more intelligent than the 45 maggots, and we are informed. And we have to let them know that they're being lied to. And now the concerning thing is now the rest of us are being lied to. That's a concerning thing. It's concerning, but be discerning. Okay? That's my little songwriter self coming out. You guys having conversations about the origins of the Bible? Not even going to comment on that. Let's pull a few cards on Joe Biden, and we'll cut it fairly short tonight. Unless you have a pressing question. I will be in a different location the rest of the week, but I'll still be here. I like to change it up. Is Taiwan going to be okay? Those general questions are a little tough. Taiwan will continue to be challenged by China. Dropped a card. Shall we do, I haven't finished my tea. It's too late to let the MAGA know they were lied to. They're too far gone. Thomas, I wasn't very optimistic. Read The Cult of Trump and you'll understand. If you don't read The Cult of Trump, you won't understand. Yeah, China's moving in on Taiwan now. You mean as we speak? We still do outnumber them, that's true. Alright, I'll pull 3 cards on Taiwan. I get skirmishes. That's what I'm picking up on China and Taiwan. I get skirmishes. China is trying to show who's boss. Wildfire wind. Keep reading. Let's see. So I'm reading on Taiwan. I feel like the United States intelligence knows. I get that there's going to be a little bit of a show of their, you know, they're gonna muscle Taiwan. Yeah, wasn't that a beautiful video yesterday? Yeah, I actually we'll read on Tuberville before we go too. I feel like China is planning to do some kind of a scare tactic. It's going to be fast, but I feel like the United States and our allies, our fellow democracy governments, are going to, they've already started with a plan to help Taiwan. I do think that we're going to see, some tensions rising, but we've kind of been having that. Oh, Susan, it's called Devon, and it's from Thrive. I should do commercials for Thrive makeup. I like their lip liner. Their mascara is good too. I mean, really, I should do commercials. I really should for other companies. But meanwhile, the classes up from the castle they're not really Zoom. Somebody's asking about tarot in 2 hours at the castle. It's not Zoom, it's something, you'll be sent a link, and it's very much like Zoom. I have a company that live streams, it's a live streaming company. So you'd receive the link just like Zoom, it's just that it's not Zoom. And you'll get a recording of the class, Tarot in 2 hours at the castle, also, afterwards. Cheryl, you're so sweet, thank you. 3 cards about Biden. Flatter me and I'll stay longer. I'm just kidding. You guys are awesome. You really are. You restore my faith in humanity whenever it's sinking. I'm just reading on Biden right now. Still suffering. Biden's still suffering. The 5 of Swords. The Biden administration is suffering. It's very sad. We need to get our message together. We're at the very beginning stages of getting a message, strong message to save democracy together. But the Biden administration has been damaged. You'd love for me to stay till midnight? No, you wouldn't. People would hate that. Contact Thrive, they send you stuff? Oh, I'm gonna look into that. Thank you, Anne. Okay, so I forgot I have tea leaves, but here they are. Too many tea leaves tonight. But I see a chimney. Sometimes I see things that aren't in the book. The moth. Wait. Are you seeing a moth? I was watching a scary show last night about the Mothman. I forget what channel it was on. I don't know. I go visit my folks and I always have the TV on, and then I watch the most bizarre things. But it was about the Mothman. Anyway, I see a chimney. I see a chimney, and like that looks like a chimney to me with the smoke coming out, and that's Mars. So that's like there's going to be a lot of smoke. There's going to be a lot of smoke coming out. You know, remember when the fascists, the Putin Republicans, were talking about, well, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire. And it's not really anything about Biden. They really have nothing on Biden. I see a teepee. I see there's definitely a hummingbird. You see the hummingbird? Look at the hummingbird. The hummingbird means joy. You see a swan? I'll look up swan. I know swan's in the book. And I see a rabbit. So we see, okay, so the rabbit is there. See the rabbit? That's a rabbit. That's a wascal rabbit. And a chimney. So the smoke, you see a donkey. Good, good. You guys are getting good at reading these cards. You saw an eagle? Those are all good. All good for democracy. People are waking up. Don't be fooled. We just get nervous. The horseshoe, that looks like a gold nugget right there underneath that horseshoe. Yes, hummingbirds mean joy. So we will have joy. We will have joy in our hearts. Joy, 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 joy. Anyway, so bunny rabbit is fertility and things getting more prosperous. I think the economy is going to go through a big boom. I do see that. And there's a gold nugget right there. I don't know. To me, it looks like a gold nugget and under the horseshoe. I see America doing great economically. You see Kokopelli. Good. So there's a lot of really positive, harmonious signs here. I encourage you guys to read tarot cards. West Virginia has a Mothman festival every year. Yeah, that's a scary, scary kind of a thing. Yeah. Right around, around Halloween time, we can start talking about scary, creepy, mysterious things. It's coming up soon. 3 cards for the collective. You thought you were imagining Kokopelli? No, if you saw Kokopelli, I'm sure he's in here. If I look a little bit more, I think I'll see him. I think I see where you mean. Joy in my heart. Down in my heart, down in my heart. Was Putin Stalin in a past life? No. Putin was Prince Oleg. O-L-E-G. Look it up. You won't believe it. Big crawling demon near the bottom. Get out. That must be Trump. I don't see it. Huh. Well, what you see is a message to you. The Republicans, yeah. Well, I mean, just as a point of interest, when I think about Trump, I think he's the personification of Satan. Satan is known as the father of lies, and Trump literally looks piggish. And I'm just saying that because it's just what's going on. It's just an observation. It's crazy. Or you saw a big dancer. Good. So there's some really positive signs in the cup. I'll pick 3 cards for the collective. Oh no. 3 cards for the collective, and I'll be back. I'll do a video outside tomorrow. It's going to be beautiful the next few days, which is why I'm going to a different location. It's beautiful here too. The 7 of Swords has been coming up all night, and this is about shysters, criminals, stealing. Yeah, just so yucky. I know. Satan is called the father of lies in certain religions, Catholicism. And also, Trump looks very much like a big fat pig. I'm not just saying that as an insult. He resembles a pig. They can't speak without lying. This is all the lies. This is all the criminality. We'll be seeing it all. The Three of Cups. I do see a celebration card, though. And the Queen of Swords. I see a win for either Letitia James or Fonnie Willis. I think it's Fonnie. Darren has a Halloween light-up sign that says Dead and Breakfast Inn. Yeah, so interesting. Well, after a lot of ranting and a lot of talk, I'm going to say goodbye for now. The deck, oh, before you go, Markara, one of my viewers, sent me this deck and sent me a really funny shirt that's in my Wednesday last week video. And this is called the Guardian of the Night Tarot. So it's really, really pretty. And I hadn't seen it before. Tuberville, I'll read on him next time. I did read on him before. All right. Love you all. Be good to yourselves. Honestly, be good to yourselves. Do lots and lots of self-care so we have the energy to keep going, because this is like a marathon. This is an endurance test. It's an endurance test for democracy, and we have to keep going. All right. Love you all. Namaste. Go watch Midas Touch. See ya.